أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين ونصلي ونسلم على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. My dear sister, my dear brother, my dear viewer, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our main topic today is smoking, التدخين. But before going to this main subject, which we will discuss in a minute from medical point of view, Islamic point of view, etc., I like to mention few small things, some news item. I was impressed today, before coming to the studio, to see two interesting medical reports. One about doing circumcision for boy without surgery. This is new coming from United Nations Health Agency. They say we put special band around the top of the penis of the baby, and after a little some time, the prepuce, the cover of the penis fall down, no need to do surgery. This is interesting. Maybe people should be aware of it, especially Muslim and Jew who do circumcision. Christians have failed to do circumcision, although Jesus, peace be upon him, was circumcised. Now, this is interesting, as I said, because we all till now, we do, cut the prepuce, the cover of the head of the penis usually. The other interesting news, something recommended by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is called al-khal in Arabic, vinegar. Al-khal, highly recommended to consume as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised us, as a healthy, nutritious diet, as a medicine. But today, many Western English newspapers, they discovered to use vinegar to diagnose early cancer of the cervix of the woman. They say we can save the life of 100,000 to do early diagnosis. The best diagnosis for any medical problem, to know early before it gets bigger and you don't know. Early diagnosis breast cancer, early diagnosis colon cancer, early diagnosis lung cancer. So another new fascinating thing related to this prophetic prescription, vinegar, subhanallah, came today in many media. Vinegar to apply at the top of the cervix inside the woman. They found if there is cancer, the cancer cell will show clearly, and color will be white, something like this. Fascinating. A new medical test for diagnosis. Vinegar, al-khal, which every Muslim is supposed to have it in the kitchen. Like the date and vinegar and honey. There are few Islamic prophetic strong stuff. Medically, you should keep it at home. Natural, pure honey, date, and vinegar. There are a lot of ahadith about that. So now a new medical discovery, apart from eating or consuming vinegar, al-khal, to use it, you got the test at home, you can do it. Take a little vinegar, top of the, cervix is the bottom of the womb. The womb, a rahim. So at the bottom is called cervix. A lot of women have cancer cervix today for a lot of reasons. Many of it because of haram behavior. We'll discuss it one day, inshallah. So vinegar, to rub it around the neck cervix of the womb, you can find out, God forbid, if you got cancer, easily diagnosed. Can you imagine? Do it yourself at home, you woman, you girl, you woman, you mother, to check if you got early cancer. This to me fascinating. I thought I should mention to you. Now the other thing, it look in 2 days time we will have the big event Isra wal Mi'raj, the journey Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Mecca to Al-Quds, Jerusalem, Masjid al-Aqsa, then his ascension to the heaven, 7th heaven. Don't forget, my dear parent, mother and father, to teach your children about this fascinating story of the Isra wal Mi'raj for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the many issues raised and discussed in this journey. Fascinating subject. If you are not hearing it in the mosque, if you are not hearing on TV or radio, please, there are a lot of website, internet, there are a lot of DVD, there are a lot of books, so many things. Try to teach yourself. Some of us, we don't know, and to teach your children about this Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, which 9/26 of Rajab, about maybe 2 days time, inshallah. My final news item, and I want you to pray. Dua, please. Now, today, in the House of Lords, in Parliament, in London, today, the Lord, many hundred coming to discuss and debate same-sex marriage, gay marriage. Now, they're going to say, tomorrow in the afternoon, there will be voting. Do we agree to homosexual to be married legally? It has got legal implication, like the marriage today, husband and wife, when they get married. Legally, and in church or mosque or temple or synagogue, you know, if the law came, God forbid, we lost. We Muslim lost. Christian believer lost. Jewish believer lost. And a lot of people lost. So I'm raising it for 2 things. First, today and now, some Muslim now standing opposite the House of Lords, opposite the Parliament, doing prayer and dua. 1 to 2. From 12 till 2, Christian in the same spot, standing, doing prayer, dua to Allah. Please stop this evil bill in Parliament to legalize marriage of woman to woman, man to man. Astaghfirullah. Tomorrow again, our Christian friend from 5 to 7, standing praying opposite Parliament, and Muslim from 3 till 4 o'clock tomorrow. You welcome anybody to come opposite Parliament, underground Westminster, to join the prayer. There will be some Muslim imam going there, etc., because we do neglect, and let me be frank with you, I see a lot of prayer done by Christian in my activity. Prayer, dua. Ask Allah, Allah waiting for your demand, for your request. Please, Allah, don't let them vote, support the same-sex marriage tomorrow. Let the majority, please, Allah, to oppose it, to make it finish, lost, in the House of Lords or in Parliament. The other things related to this, I mentioned to you, today and tomorrow, your last chance to send email or phone to the Lord especially 25 bishop, the Christian leader, priest, bishop, archbishop, quick email, we look for you to protect all faith. This is very useful, 2-minute job, you can do it at home. You can get the email address from Google search, Parliament, House of Lords, etc. And to remind 6-7 Muslim Lord. 6-7 Muslim Lord. To tell them, please be there tomorrow especially, to vote against same-sex marriage. You can email them too. A lot of Muslim organizations have got email, and my Christian organization I work with, SPAC, Society for the Protection of Unborn Children, they have got also, you click inside the Lord email address, etc. This is your last time to do it. Quick email, 2 minutes. Do it today, tonight, especially before they vote tomorrow. Ask them, in the name of Christianity, in the name of Islam, in the name of Judaism, as a concerned parent, as a father, as a Muslim teacher, to protect our children, to protect our mosque, to protect our church, etc. Ask them, please, to vote against same-sex marriage tomorrow. So this is, keep it in mind, my dear brother and sister. This is the climax of our work for the last year or two. Today, tomorrow, in the House of Lords. Do dua at home. You cannot make it to go opposite Parliament. Do it at home after Salah. Do 2 rak'ah. Asking Allah, nafil, to help us to stop this evil thing which has got a lot of harmful implication, a lot of un-Islamic implication, a lot of immoral implication. Now, let me go to my main subject. Why I'm discussing smoking today? As you might notice me before, I like to bring subject according to occasion. 3 days ago, 31st of May, 3 days ago, 31st of May, today is 3rd June. It was in the whole world no tobacco day. They do it every year, 31st of May. World no tobacco day. We remind you, the whole people in the world, 6-7 billion. Today no smoking, 31st of May. And they try to bring you the statistic, the disease, the large number of people died or killed from smoking, and the activity, etc., etc. So I thought it would be appropriate to bring World No Tobacco Day to my show today. As I said, only 3 days ago it happened. It's very important, my dear brothers and sisters, especially we have got high rate of smoking among Muslim and Arab. Especially, we have got high rate of smoking among Muslim in Britain. Bangladeshi, Pakistani, Arab, Turkish, Syrian. Especially, the government contacted us before, say, do something among your own Muslim community. They smoke more than us. What a disgrace. Very disgraceful. The British government, Department of Health, asking us, they say because the rate of smoking among your Asian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi community is higher than the rate of the English. Can you believe that? We are worse than the English non-Muslim in smoking. It's a big epidemic. It's not only in Britain, in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait, in Iran, in Turkey, in Lebanon, in Egypt, in Syria, may Allah. give victory to the people of Syria, inshallah. May Allah protect their life in Syria. It's a big problem, my dear brothers and sisters, and I like to raise it more and more, especially in Ramadan, inshallah, next month. Ramadan, very important subject to raise again, when people are fasting. When you fast from smoking too. So we always tell them, after give them good health education, good Islamic reason against smoking, you break your fast, don't smoke. Carry on few hours till the next day. Carry on few hours without smoking. Break your fast, but don't break it on cigarette, as many Muslims do. So, the title, the slogan of the World Health Organization, WHO, World Health Organization, about no smoking, World No Tobacco Day, is every year they use a slogan. This year, to ban tobacco advertising, promotion, and sponsorship. These are crucial. These have been influencing a lot of our youth, especially. A lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of girls. Advertising. Promotion, sponsorship. You won't believe it. Britain is better than Muslim country to control no advertisement of cigarette on TV, but still they do alcohol, unfortunately. No advertisement of cigarette, but Arab country, Muslim country, you see the advert everywhere. We are in a big mess. Muslim Arab countries are in a big mess, still doing advertisement and promotion and sponsorship. So the World Health Organization said a comprehensive ban of all tobacco advertising, promotion, sponsorship is required under the WHO Framework Convention for Tobacco Control for all parties to this treaty within 5 years of the entry into force of the Convention for the party. Evidence shows that comprehensive advertisement ban lead to reduction in the number of people starting and continue smoking. Very important, advertising, people spend £1 million on advertisement for everything, unfortunately. And advertising affect us all, especially young generation and children. Statistics shows that banning tobacco advertisement and sponsorship is one of the most cost-effective way to reduce tobacco demand and thus a tobacco control best buy. This is the statement World Health Organization 3 days ago. This year, we need to look where is advertisement, where is promotion, where is sponsorship, to stop it. To make law, regulation by government to stop all this advertisement, and the government guilty. If there is any promotion or advert in TV, in a radio, in newspaper, in billboard, in a poster, in magazine, the government is guilty. Muslim government, Arab government, the king, the prime minister, etc. They're all guilty facilitating this evil, this haram in our society. Now, I want to give you fact. Always fact, figure, make your case strong. So I want you to be aware of this fact. Over 1.3 billion people, 1,300 million people in the world smoke, and is increasing. Listen to that. 6 million, not thousand, 6 million die every year from smoking, and 600,000 die from smoking, passive smoking. We have people dying from smoking, they never smoke. Passive, second-hand smoke. The father smoking at home, the children having the smoke, the wife having the smoke. You are sitting in a place, somebody smoking, automatic. The smoke go in the nose. You die from it. You can have disease, cancer in the lung from it. The guilty smoker is killing himself and killing others. By 2030, smoking will kill 8 million, from 6 million to 8 million. Tobacco use, smoking cigarette, is one of the leading preventable cause of death. I like the word prevention and preventable. Mean there's a way out, not to die, not to suffer. Preventable is in your hand. You light cigarette? No, I don't want to light cigarette. I don't want cigarette. It's man-made. My dear brother and sister, smoking causes one death every 6 seconds. Do you know that? And you never know. Could be your father. May Allah give him long life. May Allah make him stop smoking. Could be your husband. Could be your son. Could every 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now another one died from smoking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another one died from smoking. This is unbelievable. How many of us are aware of that? 700 million children. Look at that. The innocent children. My children, your children, are affected, damaged by passive smoking. Passive smoking. Don't say I'm smoking, I'm responsible for myself. You are giving it to family, children, wife, people at work, in the bus, in the aeroplane, in the car, you're giving them passive smoking. It's doubly criminal. Plain packaging of cigarette can reduce 1% of smoker, 500,000 people. You know plain package? You know they say it has been debated in the last 2-3 weeks here in Britain. Plain packaging means simple package, not attractive, not colorful. Most packaged cigarette, nice, glossy, attractive. They say make it simple, boring. Simple, boring package. They say can reduce the rate of smoking. Where are the Arab country, Muslim country, government? Not only to make package, they should not allow it. They should prohibit it. Over 500 Muslim fatwa in the world, haram. Smoking, haram. Not one fatwa, not 2, not 10. Haram. Because of so many reasons. It kills. It damages your organ. We call it slow suicide. It kills your loved one around you. Passive smoking. You know, it wastes your money. It causes fire. It fills our hospital. It's unbelievable. As we mentioned, 25 diseases. Tobacco use one of the biggest contributors to epidemic of non-communicable disease such heart attack, stroke, cancer, emphysema, which account for 63% of all death. 63% of all deaths. Heart attack, stroke, cancer. Nearly 80% occur in low and middle income countries. Up to half of all tobacco users will eventually die of tobacco-related disease. Half. From disease related to cigarette. Man-made. You kill yourself like suicide. Man-made. You kill others around you. You know. Remember now, each cigarette. In every cigarette, there are 3 harmful ingredients. 3 most dangerous ingredients in every cigarette. Carbon monoxide, nicotine, and tar. Each one horrible. CO, carbon monoxide, nicotine, tar. Every cigarette, remember this. You Muslim smoker, you Somali smoker, you Saudi and Iranian smoker, you don't know that. Every cigarette contains 4,000 harmful chemicals. In each cigarette, 4,000 harmful chemicals. at least 60 are carcinogenic. 60 linked to cancer, cause cancer. We know we have lung cancer, we have esophageal cancer, so many happen today. Look at that. You complain of poverty and difficulty in life and no money to feed the family. The cost of smoking cigarette in one's life is about 50,000 pounds. Look how much you throw your money. Haram. Haram to waste money in a killer disease. 50,000 pounds. If you got it, how much you can improve your life? How much you can improve the life of all million dying Muslim, hungry Muslim, refugee Muslim, etc. Nicotine is a poison in every cigarette and is very addictive. This is why people get used to cigarette. They cannot stop it. They have difficulty to stop it. Addictive. 10 times more addictive than heroin. Remember that. Heroin, famous, addictive. Hard drug. Nicotine in this white cigarette is 10 times more addictive and is quickly absorbed by the brain within a few seconds. Okay, you want to hear more medical? I never forget. This about 42 years ago, when I started to do my training after qualified as a doctor from Cairo in Egypt. I came to do high qualification here in Britain, and I done it in psychiatry, psychological mental disorder. 41 years ago, my consultant, the one English doctor observing me, educating me in the first months of my training here in Britain, he told me, Dr. Katme, stop us two things. Half of the hospital bed will be empty. I never forget it, what he said. What is it, doctor? He said, smoking and drinking. Beautifully said. And now, not only half of the bed will be empty, 3/4 of the bed in the hospital will be empty. Because we increase it, smoking increase. Drinking alcohol increase. Today, a big report, the hidden epidemic. What is it today in the Daily Mail? Hidden epidemic, alcohol among the old and rich women. They call it hidden epidemic. And it's rising. So stop smoking and drinking, you're empty. Half to 3/4 of hospital bed, he said to me. Listen to this disease. You are not allowed in Islam to take any substance if it's proved to cause disease. Forbidden in Islam. Smoking causes lung cancer. 80% cancer of the lung from smoking. Remember that. People dying, obviously, from it. Heart attack, stroke, chest infection, emphysema, fertility problem, male impotence. The man will be unable to have a normal erection. It damages to the sperm and the egg. Did you know that? If you smoke, the sperm to make baby from man, the egg to make baby from woman will be damaged. And almost every organ in the body is damaged by smoking. Smoking among women is also linked to breast cancer. Important factor to cause breast cancer in women. Cervical cancer, miscarriage, premature birth, and low intelligence among born children. In women, smoking makes every other disease in the body worse. Smoking makes you age earlier. You look much older than your age when you smoke. Skin look like the skin of an old person. Smoking harm family, people around you, damage organ and disease and death due to passive smoking. Smoking, listen to that. I saw it in British Medical Journal, big study. Cause blindness. How many people know that? You lose vision, your eye, you cannot see in smoking. At least in Britain, nearly 54,000 people have visual damage impairment because of smoking. Nearly 18,000 become blind in Britain. And this is, by the way, old figure. Now I believe it's more. Because of smoking, you go blind. Smoking during pregnancy affects the brain of the child, cause low intelligence. Child born like idiot. He cannot understand, talk, study in school like normal children. Smoking is an epidemic all over the world, especially in many Arab and Muslim countries like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Syria, Egypt, Lebanon, as I said before, very high among Bangladeshi, Muslim, Pakistani, Arab, etc. And now with the woman liberation, equality, working, doing the equality like a man, smoking is rising among women, Muslim women, Muslim Pakistani women, Muslim Bangladeshi women, Muslim Arab women. All these women who tried to be like a man, and they're working, and and they copy the man. Saudi Arabia, 6 million people smoke. Look at this West. Saudi Arabia, Mecca and Medina, Al-Haramain, Al-Da'wa, Al-Fatawa, 500 Muslim fatawa in the world. Smoking is haram. Allowed is halal in Saudi Arabia. Allowed is halal in Iran. I went once to Iran, taking some money donation for earthquake this many years back. I couldn't believe. Not the people, Iranians smoking, the imam on the road smoking. I couldn't believe. The imam of the mosque smoking. So Saudi Arabia should take the lead, and very frustrating to all of us, to allow smoking, to allow selling of cigarette. Maybe they make cigarette, maybe they import cigarette. Why? Evil, haram. You don't need this money, haram money. You don't need it. You have to be aware. My dear brothers and sisters, this is very serious. 15 billion cigarettes every year, wasting about $1.3 billion in Saudi Arabia. And the story is so long. Let me go to other things in Britain quickly now, as time is running out. 10 million smoke in Britain. Over 120,000 die from smoking every year in Britain. Many thousand Muslims die in Britain from smoking. More than 2,000 Muslims die from smoking secondhand, passive smoking, not from themselves. They did not smoke, in Britain. Many million are chronic patients suffering from many smoking-related disease. They're filling our GP surgery, clinic, hospital. Bangladeshi Muslims have got the highest rate here in Britain smoking. A lot of Pakistani have high rate also. Now, in the Muslim world, over 500 fatwa Islamic ruling, smoking is haram. There are about 10 Islamic regions which make smoking haram forbidden today. Unfortunately, most Muslim smokers are not aware of the fatwa problem, and they lack true medical knowledge regarding the many diseases resulting from smoking, and smoking kills the smoker. It's like suicide, but slow. Final, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, no harm to you, no harm to others. Beautiful hadith. La darara wa la dirar. No harm to you, no harm to others. Smoking causes both harm to you and harm to others, as you know. And let me give you another horrible, worrying news. To make smoking twice haram, doubly haram. Most Muslims in the world, they don't know it. Blood hemoglobin from pig, pork, khanzir has been found in the making of the filter of some cigarette company. Some cigarette companies, they put something from pork. So you're making cigarette haram and you're having the pork double. You're enjoying yourself, aren't you? Doubly haram now. Smoking doubly haram here. We believe that all Arab and Muslim countries really should take notice of this World No Tobacco Day, to make campaign in the mosque, on TV, on the radio, newspaper, interview. Unfortunately, is almost dead. I see the West waking up to smoking and banning smoking in so many places. Last week, it was good. Russia banned smoking in public places, in so many other places. Russia, they ban it. So we need to do really a lot of activity in order to stop smoking. No doubt, a lot of smokers or Muslim smokers need counseling. How they started, why. Today, there's no doubt poverty is a big factor making people smoke. Stress, worry, affecting a lot of people today, and they go to smoking. You need to deal with all these reasons which make people smoke. It's recommended to have Muslim woman counselor to Muslim woman smoker. Man, Muslim counselor to man, Muslim smoker. Smoking, should be stopped, completely prohibited on all this ground. Islamic, religious. Second, health, medical. Third, economic. You wouldn't believe the billion, the trillion of pound, not million, not billion, trillion of pound and dollar you can save from smoking cigarette and give to all these refugees, all these hungry people in the world. Smoking should be stopped on environmental. In Islam, forbidden to pollute the air, the environment. You cannot do that. You're making all our air around you, around us, toxic. Smoking should be stopped. And safety ground. Safety, a lot of fire related to smoking. In house, in old people home, in factory, etc. Now finally, I have only three websites. If anybody want to write down, this is government website here in Britain, which very useful, if people like to know about it. The first one, website, ASH, Action Against Smoking for Health, ASH, A-S-H. So www.ash.org.uk. But the other one to quit smoking is called quit.org.uk. They teach you, they give you facility, free of charge. There are about 6-7 lines, by the way, different language, Bengali, Arabic, etc. They tell you how, in your own language, how to stop smoking. Quit, www.quit.org.uk. Quit, www.quit mean quit.org.uk. And the other final helpline, smokefree.nhs.uk. www.smokefree, one word, smokefree.nhs.uk. My dear brother and sister, I hope some of you, at least some smoker, make the determination, inshallah, to stop smoking for good, for their own health, for their own budget, for their own economy, for the health of their family member. And remember, the best time is in Ramadan. A lot of Muslims do stop smoking when they start fasting Ramadan next month, inshallah. May Allah give us good health. May Allah make us good Muslim and give us husn al-khatima. Thank you for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.